Heart no Kuni no Alice is a story that begins in a fashion that is very similar to the beginning of Alice's adventures in Wonderland. The manga begins with the White Rabbit instead of Alice. The narrator in the background says, "Hey, did you know games always have rules?" This is a reference Carol's theme of nonsense and logic. It also suggests that the White Rabbit planned Alice's arrival, as he acts like an omnipotent being in the first scene. In the novel, Alice must learn the rule of Wonderland in order to find out more about herself and the illogical world in which she has come upon. Since this theme is an important basis of the novel, the manga recreates the nonsensical world of Wonderland. Alice is just as curious in the manga. She has no idea where she has been taken, so she interacts with the other characters in order to find a way to go home. Unlike Carol's novel, each event fits chronological in the overall plotline. This was a good choice by the artist because only one chapter is released at a time and suspense has to be utilized in order to keep the audience interested. Another theme in Carol's novel is Alice's loss of innocence. Throughout her adventures in Wonderland, Alice learns how to manipulate other people to get what she wants. When Alice is stuck in the White Rabbit's house, she threatens the other animals by mentioning Dina. Japan generally has a culture that is more reserved when compared to the Western culture. So the scene where the White Rabbit kisses Alice symbolizes a change from a pure and innocent girl to one who is influenced and tainted. One difference is that Alice is forced to lose her innocence in the manga, while she uses corrupt methods of her own accord in the novel. Another reference to Carol's work is the use of cards. In Alice's adventures in Wonderland, playing cards are used as characters in the garden. In the manga, the first game mentioned is the game of cards, and this is when Alice realizes the importance of rules. Rules govern the world that she has been taken into. In order to escape, she must outsmart the White Rabbit without breaking the rules. Besides just referencing the book itself, this manga makes plenty of other references to the Alice mythos. For example, the comic starts out with Alice's sister reading the actual book by Lewis Carroll. I think this is interesting how the characters from the book are reading the book they're in. And furthermore, the characters are treating the Alice in Wonderland book as a new story since they are set in the mid-Victorian period. So I think it was savvy for the makers of this comic to be so accurate in with their dates. Additionally, Alice introduces herself as Alice Liddell instead of just Alice, and her older sister in the drama is named Lorena, which was Alice's mother's name in real life. In Japan, manga are a major form of entertainment for the book-loving Japanese public. The Alice stories are very full of interesting ideas that are great for making one's own interpretations of. So naturally, Alice was a good choice for the animators to choose to make a comic series about since they had lots of opportunities to add their own creative spins. Also, the themes of Alice are very much in coherence with the interesting of the population that manga appeals to. Alice was set in Victorian England when lacy frilly dresses were popular. The illustrations in the original book are famed for depicting Alice in her dress. Many girly romance manga in Japan feature girls in very frilly dresses, so naturally Alice fit perfectly into this genre. The Alice story also features lots of animals. In this genre of manga, it is also popular to have lots of characters with cute animal ears growing out of their heads. So the Alice story works well for this since many of the animal characters in the book could be redrawn as people with cute animal ears. Alice in Wonderland has many characteristics that are very marketable to the female manga reading population. It is as if Lewis Carroll wrote this book back in the 19th century, intending it to be turned into a manga comic decades later.